You've probably heard of Oak Creek, but what you might not know is this city is completely reinvented and on the rise.
Hello and welcome to Discover Wisconsin.
This is an anthem for those who look for more and never say they've seen it all. Windows down, let's take a ride. The good land's great tonight.
Just south of Milwaukee lies a small community that's grown a lot over the past few years and has begun to transform in a big way.
Today we're in Oak Creek at their Drexel Town Square, where there's always so much going on, especially in the summer. Now, Oak Creek has really reinvented itself. This park right here used to be an industrial factory. Now it's a gorgeous communal spot where everyone can gather. And today, it's dog day. You ready to play, Miko? That's a yes. Come in.
Awesome food, ice cream, and dogs. Dogs everywhere. What else could you really ask for? You can even enter your dog in a costume contest and register for the Pier Pups Canine Dock Jumping Competition, like some of these rock stars. Not ready to jump in just yet? Well, we're just getting our feet wet here in Oak Creek's Drexel Town Square.
Coming to Oak Creek is exciting because this is a brand new farmer's market. The reason I'm here is just to showcase some of the things that the farmers are producing, to show people what they can do with some of these things. Today I'm preparing vegetable tacos. And what I did this morning, I went to the different vendors and just picked up the produce that they had.
So this is actually our first year as a farm. We just moved to Oak Creek, and we got our plants in the ground right after the snow melted. So far, we feel like people are really responding well to our produce and our transition into organic, because that's really important to us.
My focus is providing something that's really high quality that you wouldn't find in the supermarket. I do a lot of cabbages. I feel very passionately about local food, especially that which is organically grown. You know, it's just something that I love.
People don't understand how hard the farmers work to bring the green beans, to bring the carrots, to bring the broccoli, and what work goes into it, the resources that go into it. So I encourage people to buy local as much as possible. And what better way to do it than at your local farmer's market?
Saturdays aren't the only time you can find food lining the square here in the summer. On select Wednesday nights, Oak Creek hosts its food truck tour with everything from barbecue to local craft brews and, of course, plenty of cheese. Eric is all about it, and he knows when things might get a little messy. And on a beautiful summer night, nothing beats an outdoor film. If you're a film lover or just looking to get outside for a relaxing evening, grab a blanket, maybe some popcorn, and your favorite lightsaber, and snuggle up under the stars at Oak Creek's Drexel Town Square. Downtown Oak Creek didn't always look like this. Up next, Eric talks with Mayor Dan about just how much has changed.
So Dan, I've known Oak Creek all my life. My mom grew up just a few miles from here. Certainly a lot of changes lately, especially where we're sitting right now.
Oh, without a doubt. Ground zero for change in Oak Creek happened right here on this site. You probably remember this being from the area. This used to be an automotive plant. This was Delco Electronics in its heyday. making automotive parts, as well as the guidance systems for the Apollo moon missions.
Oh, wow, I didn't know they made the guidance system. So when that plant closed, of course, that was big news, but you guys have done amazing things with the land here.
We had a chance to reinvent ourselves, and by circumstance, we had put in the Drexel interchange just a couple years before, which led directly to this land, which made it just incredibly attractive for marketing beyond what we had here. And from there, everything just took off like wildfire. It was a very quick build out here.
You truly have a multi-level development going here.
Yep, you know, we shot for diversity is what we did. Everything from grocery shopping to entertainment to dining is right here in the square. So it's a unique place to be right now.
Talk about upgrades. When IKEA came to Wisconsin in 2018, they chose Oak Creek. This highly anticipated Swedish chain has 293,000 square feet here of ready-to-assemble furniture, 50 room displays, and over 10,000 exclusively designed items. And I'm gonna get my mitts on them all. Zach, beautiful IKEA you have here.
Thank you.
Now, IKEA started in Sweden, right?
Yep, so IKEA started in Sweden. It was first registered as a company in 1943. So as you can imagine, we've grown considerably since then, to IKEA Oak Creek being the 48th store in the US and 416th, I believe, in the globe.
In the world.
In the world.
And you don't find IKEAs on every corner exactly. People are willing to drive a long way to get here. What makes them say it's worth the drive to come to IKEA?
So I think it's a couple of things. I think it's our well-designed furniture that's well built with obviously the quality that's behind it, as well as the full experience that you get when you come to an IKEA.
It is quite the experience. You walk into these rooms and you're just taken away to another world.
Yeah,
you get
beautiful.
inspired for what you want to do with your own place.
Yeah, and in this store we have about 50 of them, so it's a great opportunity for them to come in, get inspired, and then really translate what they see here into what that may look like in their own space.
IKEA was a blast, to say the least. Once they were able to drag me out of there, we went to check out another staple here in Oak Creek.
My parents are both from Sicily. They operated their own restaurants, and I've always loved the experiment. I had a group of customers that would just come to my parents' restaurant and ask me to cook for them. You know, they'd just say, you know what, we're hungry, make whatever you feel. I really loved making people happy via feeding them quality food. We've been here for 16 years now. Oak Creek has been just nothing but open arms to my family and I. The passion of cooking is a fire in me that does not turn off. It's all about my customers. There's nothing better than a satisfied customer. There's nothing better. A satisfied customer, for me, it's like, you know, I did my job well.
C13 is Milwaukee's newest escape room, and kind of what an escape room is, you're actually just placed inside of a themed room, and you have 60 minutes to kind of accomplish a task. So what we decided to do is actually build a city for our customers. So when they actually arrive here, they are the superheroes that are here to help save the city, and so all of our missions tie into that one story.
Our first two rooms, our armory and our city reserve, were built at home in our garage.
We wanted to, again, do something very different with our puzzles. So what we did is we decided to hand make them all so we can introduce all the electronics inside of them, and we can have them open up just the way we want them to. We were very specific on how we wanted the customers to experience everything.
So we are actually both from Oak Creek, both graduated from Oak Creek High School. That's actually where we met. We went on to college, got degrees in something completely different. Nick is a biomedical technician and I'm actually a labor and delivery nurse. Nick's always been really into haunted houses, doing that for a little bit, and we started getting into the escape room game, decided we'd open up something right here in our hometown since Oak Creek is getting so busy.
We really focus on like the whole experience inside here rather than just, can you solve some puzzles inside one of our rooms? We really want them to be lifted up and actually just feel great coming in through the door and when they're leaving here. Just excited and, you know, having fun.
Want a full list of everything to do in Oak Creek? Just head to discoverwisconsin.com. It's all there. There's art, and then there's art below zero. Mariah gets bundled up for Winterfest when we come back.
No matter the temperatures, we find ways to get out and have a little fun here in Wisconsin. Today, Oak Creek celebrates this time of year with some ice-cold art at Winterfest.
We, at Art Below Zero, we try to focus our sculptures in being functional and interactive. We do demonstrations where we're carving live in front of an audience. But there's also a lot of sculptures around the Winter Festival where kids can play with them and interact with them, where kids can build their own sculptures. So we have this a table with like 500 geometrical shapes. We also have a graffiti wall so they can engrave their name. We just want to inspire. We do crazy sculptures, we do crazy projects, and we try to push the limits in what we do every day. So ideally, we want to bring that to kids so they are inspired to follow an artistic career or follow an artistic path and realize that everything is possible.
If you're trying to warm up after an afternoon out in the ice and snow, Valentine Coffee is the spot. And it's never far from the action here in Oak Creek.
The intention for us when we designed the building was to essentially be an extension of the square and be part of this whole new development. It's a totally different coffee experience than what this community has seen before. It's something that is more direct, it's more connected to where the coffee is coming from, and there's more care involved in that. This Oak Creek Cafe was kind of a fun first for us to open another front door and show another side of our company. When we're thinking about how we're going to bring it to the customer, we want it to be interesting, we want it to be delicious. It's coming from these tropical places. Coffee from Ethiopia should taste different than coffee from Sumatra, and we try to highlight that. The coffee that's most important to me is the coffee that has been prepared with care through the entire chain. It was farmed with care, it was roasted, and then it was like prepared and served like with somebody paying attention to it and respecting it through the whole process. That's a cup of coffee that I can love. That's why I think people will find a different cup of coffee when they come in here.
No town square is complete without its annual tree lighting ceremony. There's something to smile about all year round here in Oak Creek. We'll be taking a look at some fresh new parks and diving further into the nature of this community when we return.
The downtown square isn't the only landscape that's been reinvented here. Oak Creek has some awesome new areas to take advantage of, with a serious disc golf course over at Abendschein Park. Over at Lake Vista, the traveling beer garden's here. You know it's finally summer in Wisconsin when people start gathering outside to appreciate a good beer. At the heart of this changing city lies the City Hall and Library, really where it all began.
This building is actually only 3 years old. When we built the building, it was really important to us that we become one of the lifelong learning centers in the community. So we want to have something for everybody, from birth through retirement age. We want to make sure that we have programs and collections that everybody can use and enjoy and continue learning as they progress through their life. We have a lot of people that actually work from home, and they come here for a couple hours a day and just do it for a change of scenery. We have wireless access. We have laptops that they can check out for the whole day. Almost all the time we have STEAM activities, whether it be a Legos or a craft project, just things that keep kids interested in learning and active. When we were building it, and to this day we still call it the heart of Drexel Town Square, between the splash pad and restaurants and the farmer's market, a trip to the library, you can spend a whole day here with your family.
And the view from the library? A restored wetland they've designed to handle more than 11 million gallons of rain, named the Emerald Preserve. With at least 80,000 native plants added throughout, it's also home to some fantastic trails to explore, an attractive habitat for a lot of species. What really kicks off some of the best Wisconsin months in Oak Creek is the Summer Solstice Music Festival.
Drexel Square is great. Just having bands, food trucks, it's just a great environment.
It's fresh and new and something different from like what Oak Creek used to be.
This is a nice facility and I'm just really enjoying it.
I think that Drexel Town Square is beautiful. I love the community, I love the town, I just loved everything about it. It's really nice.
I like the clock tower. When I came for the first time, I said, okay, that's Back to the Future right there.
Having festivals like this, it takes a lot of people to make this all happen, and it's because people care about Oak Creek. Supporting local festivals is a great thing, you know, shows you're part of the community and you're proud of where you live.
My mom grew up in South Milwaukee. I've known Oak Creek all my life. I've been here thousands of times. I'd never seen the lakefront until we came here to explore the city and how it's reinventing itself. Oak Creek is in a kind of unique position for Milwaukee County because the metro area is almost all built out and Oak Creek has available land still. And there's a lot of momentum going on in this city, from getting IKEA to redeveloping its downtown completely to a lot of space along the lakefront and parklands. They know where they are, they know what they want to do, and they're doing it right now. And seeing things like Lake Vista Park, which didn't exist before 2018, in fact, it was factory land before that, I'm looking forward to seeing what they're doing in the next decade or two. Oak Creek is really branching out in so many ways. It's like fusing together as a community, but branching out as a city and doing so many new things that are really interesting. And it's going to be fascinating to watch Oak Creek develop over these next few years.
Today we're in Oak Creek at their Drexel Town Square. Yeah, I could tell that wasn't calibrating enough. Today we're in Oak Creek at their Drexel... It's dog day. You ready to play, Miko? That's a yes.
Stream Discover Wisconsin anywhere, anytime. Continue the adventure on Apple TV, Amazon Fire, Roku, Chromecast, Smart TV, and discoverwisconsin.com.